Okie dokie, everybody, this is Trails in the Sky. Well, Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Do they still use the Legend of Heroes title in, like, later installments? Like, we are now up to, I think, Kuro no Kiseki was the new one, which is like Trails in Black, I think was going to be the English name. Do they still have Legend of Heroes in the front? I don't know. Because, I may have talked about it in a previous episode. Like, this is actually technically the 6th installment in a series called Legend of Heroes, but the Trails in the Sky series was the first one to start, like, what is, like, or the Trails in the Sky was the first one to start the Trails in Trails series in general, which is a bunch of interconnected installments. So that's why you talk about Trails games more than Legend of Heroes games, I think. So anyway, let's focus on what we're doing. Estelle and Joshua are here at Perzel farm trying to catch a nocturnal monster sneaking around, eating the produce here. We saw the weird cat creatures, and now we need to find where it is. We're trying to sneak up on it. I'm not sure where it is. Did any of you cows see it? Helpful, thank you. Okay, let's keep walking around. There you are. Ah! I got him! I think it's time to teach this critter a lesson. Here's where our job really starts, so stay alert and don't let your guard down. Fight time! Oh gosh, actual boss music. Oh, you have friends? Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. What are these things? Crop Muncher and Giant Crop Muncher. Hoi, 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 hoi. Oh, they're really cute. I feel kind of bad beating them up. Oh, quick note. I looked up on how to do the S-brake, which is that thing where you can use your limit brake in the middle of your turn, because I couldn't really figure out how to do it with the controller. Apparently you need to press the directional button to, like, select, like, left or right to select the thing, and then you can hit A to activate it. So we'll give that a go if we actually get there at some point. But first... Come on! Giant Crop Muncher is preparing to use arts. Oh, Crop Muncher is playing dead. Oh, we got one contender here. Come on, then. Oh, well, wow, that was really elaborate. That was kind of crazy. Airstrike! Oof, okay. That hurt a little bit more than I'd hoped. Okay, but hey, we cleaned that guy up. If I attack now, I will be way behind, so I have to once again just drop a heal on myself if I'm gonna survive the next airstrike from this big thing here. They're munching the crops! No! Ooh, wow, okay, wow, hey, we got lucky. I see, there must have been, like, some kind of, like, mechanic there that, like, gave it, like, a critical or something, because it popped off a lot more damage on Estelle a moment ago. Yeah, you better run. So it's just you and me, Mr. Big. You know what? It's a boss fight, so let's light this bad boy up. Interesting, only has 200 health, even though it's supposed to be a giant version of these other ones. Yeah, you like that apple cooked? I was hoping you would. Aw, geez, we can't reach this guy to do that. So I'm just gonna charge in. Come on. Ooh, still going for Estelle. We're gonna have to drop another heal. Although, pressure is going a little bit down because now this guy is dead! Maybe? Okay, good. I couldn't quite tell. Alright, we're still in the fight. This poor guy. I feel kind of bad for this fella. Okay, now you feel like fighting now, do ya? Well, let's boogie. have to say, I feel like... I don't know. I feel like the morale buffs, buffs in general, I think they wear off a little too fast in this game for my tastes. Like, we've been out of strength and no, more crops, damn it! We've been out of our strength and our speed buff for like a couple of turns now, which was really fast. I suppose once we have a third party member, spoilers, that is in fact possible. I think, can we actually have 4 even? Do I remember that right? I don't know, I don't remember quite actually. Did you have 4? But anyway, like I guess when we have more party members, we can have like more dedicated like buff units, so I guess it'll get easier at that point. Hey, we're just gonna... Oh no, the poor monsters, they managed to eat some of those crops, so yeah, ignore what's sticking out of my pocket here, this flaky potato. Meow. Oh, this is kind of cute. The fact that we didn't kill the monsters, we just kind of beat them up to make them behave. Oh, that's kind of fun. Meow.
My goodness, the work of a bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job of rounding up these critters.
It was nothing really. I wanted to ask you though, now that they've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Do we really have to exterminate them? Is that the more empathetic one? I kind of want to be the empathetic one. Do we really have to exterminate them? Of course we do, Estelle. That's the whole reason we came up here in the first place. But the mission of a bracer is to protect civilians and uphold justice. Showing mercy to a bunch of monsters is just absurd and completely illogical. I see what you're getting at, but... You know, it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so... What do you think about letting it slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they've learned their lesson. Tio, Mrs. Perzel. But in this case, I strongly suggest otherwise.
I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is, we're all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just this once?
Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffered the actual loss, I won't object to your request.
I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know I had you two come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again.
Then that's that. Alright, you critters, you had better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram! This is adorable. I can't hate this. This is so cute. I love it.
Well, I'll consider this matter closed. Tonight's been a long night, so how about we head back to the house and hit the sack? The two of you are more than welcome to spend the night.
Sounds good to me. I appreciate your hospitality. Man, I'm beat. It's really late, so how about we hit the sack? Joshua? What's wrong? I'm sorry. I made the situation really awkward for everyone. Huh? Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's. No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent is all.
Oh man, crawling in my skin.
Oh man, well, I guess it's not a super edgelord, but you know, kind of here. Given the fuzzy feeling of this game, I guess that he counts as the edgelord of the game, so Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Like you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe some part of my heart is broken or something. Joshua! Don't you dare say things like that about yourself! Estelle? I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years, and I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself! Oh. I won't allow you to just disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again. I'm sorry. It was foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. That's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Estelle, Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself. And for that, I'm happy. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you can just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. Heh! I've got a whole lot more where that came from. But how about we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm ready to drop. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Just a second. Oop, doo-doo. Sorry, the music just cut out for a second. Sorry. I had to really quickly adjust. I just realized I think I was recording a little too loud there on microphone gain. I'm really sorry about that, everybody. Well, fixed it a little so everything's a little bit more even now. Alright then. Have a good night, Estelle. And thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. Damn, so much like little character building. Again, from just like this tiny little story about hunting down, monsters. I mean, this was the kind of the Elder Scrolls-y Fighters Guild opening quest, kill the dire rats in the basement. But look at how much story we squeezed out of it. I think this is the heart of it, where when you find like a Trails fan, like why they like it. The other one is, of course, all the like connected series and the huge continuity. That's, of course, a huge part too. But I don't think that alone would win so many people if there wasn't just like this incredible basis for like some real strong storytelling here. Which, of course, is probably off-putting for a lot of other people as well, I understand. The kind of person who appreciates just kind of the immersive dicking around of Elder Scrolls that I, picked up as an example a second ago. I'm not saying that that's an inferior experience just because I compared the dire rats in the sewer or the basement to this game, but I'm just like, this is such a like interesting, different take on that kind of quest that is very admirable to me. So, yeah. That's what I'm getting at. Anyway,
Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize for things not turning out the way they should have.
Please, don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let the Bracer Guild know.
That'll definitely be the first place we contact.
Come and visit again sometime when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over for the night again when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come. Thanks for the invitation, Tio and Mrs. Perzel. We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our workload settles down. Hey, first, I guess official quest done. I guess the tower mission was an official quest, but it feels a little bit more proper now that, It's like actual bracer jobs that we're doing, you know, the big good job here. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start on the next. Sounds like a plan. On to the next one. Yes, let's, I was like, hope it'll be a smooth walk without any fights our way, and didn't even have a chance to say that before. We got infested. Oh, I still have a ton of art points here. Oh, I could have done a double whammy. Speaking of that, let's just go, because I got a critical on me right now. There we go, cleaned you up. Question is, can we beat this guy with this attack? Because we did a crit, but we need to do 65 in a... Nice! I think I forgot that I bought that big stick for Estelle, so like she actually does hit really hard. Oof. So, and also, I have to, I already mentioned it, but I love the kind of feel-goodiness. Okay, another monster hiding in the bushes, sure. I just love the feel-goodiness of, like, after the fight against these goofy monsters, like, we don't, like, kill them, we just kind of, like, chase them off, and I imagined if this were, like, an animation, like, they'd have, like, kind of big, goofy, like, expressions, like they weren't, like, wild animals. Oh, here we go! Hey, I did it with the controller! That's sick! It works!
Here I come!
Suck it down! Anyway, yeah, I imagine, like, if you did, like, an animated series thing, like, you'd see those, like... You'd see, like, those, like, monsters have, like, really over-the-top emotions and, like, kind of, you know, act like, you know, kind of like Pokemon-y, like, they're basically sentient, even if they can't, like talk or stuff, but they're, like, kind of, like, you know, they have, like, some sapience, which is to say that they're all cartoony and cutesy and stuff. I mean, you saw them, they had, like, little sweat beads on them when they got, like, threatened by Estelle, so, like... once again, like, you know, different strokes for different folks. I suppose someone will be like, this is goofy saccharine, like, goofy shonen anime level, like, nonsense kind of stuff. I want, like, a more hefty storytelling, but me, I'm like, I'm just soaking in the feel-good vibes of, like, this kind of, like, lighthearted romp we are having in this, fantasy world. I dig it so much. I'm gonna save the game before we go in there. I don't know why, we're just reporting in, but, like, I'm gonna save the game anyway. So big points for the vibe of this game. Good morning. How did the job at the farm go? We hit a few bumps in the road, but let me give you a brief report of the details. Joshua gives Aina a rundown of last night's events at the farm. Yes. Yeah, we got, like, Bapua and some Mira. Wait, did we get 1,000 Mira? That we leveled up to 8th class junior bracers? That's how easy it is? Yes. An information quartz. Ooh. I see. So you ended up setting the monsters free because the Perzel family requested you to do so. I think it was premature on their part, but I won't pursue the matter any further. Is it okay to leave things at that? The mission of a bracer is to uphold civilians. Let's try that one again. I mixed up words somehow. The mission of a bracer is to protect civilians and uphold justice. However, there are many ways we can protect those around us, and there are as many forms of justice as there are stars in the heavens. As a bracer, it is your job to be able to discern these things. Indeed. Our work has very profound implications, if you think about it in that way. That's because we aren't an organization that deals strictly with monster problems. We also intervene when disputes arise between nations.
Ooh, that sounds like a little bit of politics coming our way. That's not possible, is it? Well, we'll see.
To become a high-ranking bracer, one must have more than combat strength. A well-honed mind and flexible problem-solving skills are also required. A sharp mind and problem-solving ability, huh?
Serious? The road to the big league sounds a lot steeper than I originally thought.
Well, then your only choice is to devote yourself to working hard every day. And since you're both here, why don't I give you the details of your next job? Those are the words I've been waiting to hear. I'm ready for anything, so what have you got lined up for us this time? Another monster that needs a good whipping? Not this time. The next job will entail the transportation of goods. And get this, your client is none other than Mayor Klaus himself. Really? A request from the mayor? Do you think it'll be alright leaving such an important task up to us? From what I've heard, it's a pretty simple job. In any case, I'd like you to speak with the mayor directly about the job details. Well, where the heck are we gonna find the mayor? That's like... big deal. Please ask Mayor Klaus directly regarding the details of the next job. Mayor Klaus's residence is at the east end of town. But I'm guessing you already know that, right? Definitely, absolutely, I was super on point with that. No way, no how was I like, I don't know where to go. Alright, it's just this guy here. I was checking if Charizard was here. Let's see.
So you two were trained by Shara then?
Yep, you got it.
So I guess we're in the same boat. In fact, it's my pride and joy that I trained under Shara. She's considered to be one of the best bracers in the entire kingdom. I worked together with her, and I can tell you that her nickname, Silver Streak, isn't for show.
It isn't?
Beginning with your father Cassius, the Roland branch is blessed with some extremely skilled bracers.
I guess Shara is really talented then, isn't she? Hearing this coming from someone else makes me realize it all over again. Yeah, everyone's held in very high regard. But everyone likes us too. Like, Estelle and Joshua are pretty well liked as well in town, so yeah. New jobs, alright. Well then, shall we take care of these guys? I think I said something like I can't do all the side stuff, but I don't know, this side stuff isn't that heavy. We might as well do a lot of this stuff, yeah? I am looking for a rare mushroom that grows only where there are rich deposits of septium in the ground. Should be an easy, fun job. For details, please come seek me out. My name is Orvid, and I'll be waiting at the landing port. Let's see, then there's orbiment replacement. I'm looking for someone to replace a malfunctioning orbiment light in a road lamp on the Milk main road. For details, please see me at the Milder's Orbital Factory. That's Freddy. I think that's the cashier at the factory. Then there's Father Divine. Ooh. I'm searching for a flower known as a bear claw and a savory pinion. The former is native to the forest of Mistwald south of Roland, and the latter comes from insect-like monsters. Have we gotten a savory pinion? I think we have. I think I talked about a pinion at one point. Because, like, I think that's like a feather, and an insect dropped it, so... Anyone who finds these items, please come see me at the Roland Chapel. Difficulty is high. Soldier training is... Current Warrant Officer Ashton, I think, is... I don't know what the C is, but I think Warrant Officer. The soldiers stationed at the Vert Bridge are set to undergo special training, and we're looking for a few good men or women to play the parts of enemy soldiers. If you're up to the task, contact Chief Warrant Officer Ashton here at the Vert checkpoint on the west end of the main road. Okay, well, why don't we do some of these? Why don't we? But first, we need to do some... What do we need to do? We could do some healing real quick. But we have started to build ourselves a stockpile of Sepith. Oh gosh, oh man, is this because I swear when I did my recording of Tales of Vesperia, I said I wouldn't do a bunch of this like menu finagling on screen because it eats up so much episode time. Can I do really quickly? I think at this point we can do it. I don't need to cut this off screen. So like just everyone brace. I'm gonna do this real quick like here. Also Freddy here, this is Freddy, right? Maybe, I think. So maybe this is who we need to talk to for that one job. But let's go do we'll do it in order of difficulty. So let's go do the soldier fight first, because that was all easy and stuff. Alright, oh my god, why are we are not getting any blue... Oh, but we could I... No, but we can't really get Sepith, okay. Cause like, man. I would so want to, like, it is really like choking us at the moment that I can't get like more of these open, like. Well, I guess not, because, you know, we have like 1/3 already open for Estelle, so it's not like we're like that bad off. You know, this is for the whole length of the game as far as I'm aware. But like, for Joshua, I would really wish I could get one open already. It is, it's annoying because, like, you know, it's just sitting on that one that we're missing. Where's our monster book? I swear there's a button for a monster book in this game. I can swear I looked at a monster book at one point. Hold on, I gotta use the controller real quick. I think this is the... Yeah, there we go. No, I swear I pressed a button to create this at one point, so what the heck? I'm just like, do any of these monsters drop... For some reason, it doesn't tell me what the flying feline drops. That's weird. It's... Oh, cause it's the extra difficult one that's in the box. Remember, we opened that one box and got our asses kicked from the extra difficult ones? I see. I see lily movers drop these, so we should fight some of these, but I've been kind of like shirking fighting these things, so that's why. Oh, the pine plant also dropped quite a few. Field ravaging monster. Special talent is to play dead. This guy favors an eye-poking attack. Ugh. Okay, so note to self, we should beat up 2 lily movers on our way, so we'll have enough to open up. In fact, why don't we do that right now? Just so that we can open that thing up before we start up this job. We can, like, you know, set a new art for Joshua. Wow, look at me. I'm just like, I gotta do a little bit of grinding. Like, I don't usually do this, but we're so close. We're so close. Like, look at this. Here's 2 guys right now, so we like, got this. Just gonna nuke this guy. Charge in here. Come on. Ooh, that wasn't so bad. Look, those higher levels are really paying off. We're like, that's not too bad. Fire bolt. Suck it. Yeah. That's a game changer that we got that fire thing. Okay, that's a little less good. Well, Estelle cleans up house. There we go.
We rule.
Yeah, we do. Look at that. That's really nice that the Sepith drops are always fixed rather than being random. So that actually, if you really are aiming for something, you can like actually, you know, really like work towards it. That's really, really nice. Not that I don't mind like an element of randomness with some drops, but like, I don't know, like this is kind of like, this kind of act like cash also, since monsters don't actually drop Mira. So like, it's nice that it's nice that like that's like a fixed thing that you can work on. Okay, let's get this like branch here at the bottom open real quick. Alright, so Joshua can only have a time quartz in that one slot, but the new one we opened up should be able to take anything. So we could give him the airstrike one, or information, be able to perceive enemy status. So I'm a little confused by that, because we can see enemy stats, but I guess we could use... Is airstrike that important when we're mainly using Joshua for his like dual strike art? Maybe not. Maybe we can just stick with the information. Although we could... Hold on. Could take a quick look at some of our magics here. So, Joshua has time? Nothing really will work with that white, colorless, like, element at the moment. Nothing crazy here yet. we can use that for. There's Hellgate and White Gehenna there. You can see that those are some pretty crazy effects. But, like, the cost is massive. I mean, Josh is gonna be the one who's gonna get those, I suppose, since he's got, like, time slots. But, like, it's gonna take a bit of work to get there for sure. Let's assume we're not gonna get any of these big effects for a little while at least. But this is something we want to consider eventually. Like, to be honest, like, Estelle kind of has a bad mix-up at the moment because she has blue and red. Because, like, blue and red don't really match with anything here. Like, we could aim for Diamond Dust with her eventually because we have that green one. But I think at this early game it's fine. We don't need to worry about that quite yet, so... should I also shop for supplies? Let's go really quickly. Yeah, I mean, why the heck not? I guess we could. So let's have a really quickly... it's a little... I don't think that's a little unnecessary. We're not that beat up. Oh. Oh, see, look at this. This is what I'm talking about, like when I said that the dialogue with NPCs updates all the time. Look, they're specifically referencing Perzel Farm here that we just did. And we managed to deal with the monster problem at the Perzel Farm. Seems you have what it takes after all to become adequate villains for Cassius in his absence. But Estelle, don't be a handful for Joshua. Why am I the one who always gets lectured? So yeah, there's like all these cute dialogues that you could find with like a ton of side characters in this game, if you really wanted to get into it, but, ooh... Let's get those kunai for Joshua. There we go. Can't help myself. Twin Dirks is nice and all, but let's get those kunai rocking. Yeah, like, there is like a staggering amount of dialogue in this game. And there's a really fun Matt McMuscles video about like what happened with the second chapter of Trails in the Sky, Trails in the Sky SC. Apparently that game's like 3 times the size of this one that we're playing, the so-called FC, first chapter. And the localization team was like dying basically to try and get all of that like dialogue done. Oh man, I just want to talk about freaking Sherazade and her drinking. Okay. We don't... I wish there was like a, you have a recipe for this one, but I don't see one. I think we don't have the soda recipe yet, so let's get that. Let's chug that down. Yeah, see, this is now what I'm talking about. We're like taking a lot of time with this like menu management here, so it's like this... Is this like kind of like annoying to watch? Because now I'm also gonna really quickly do some food shopping in the store. Okay, you know what? Let's save this. I'll do this one last time here on screen, but in the future I'll handle like shopping for like ingredients for food like off screen. How about that? I think that's a decent compromise, don't you think? I feel like it's fine. Gonna get a bunch of this stuff. Oh yeah, Flowery Soda needs these as well. Okay. Let's get salt. I'm trying to keep like I have like enough for 5 of the most demanding recipe. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, except for drill meatball, because like these freaking steaks cost so much, I can't go spending my money like that. So yeah, we're like, I think we're good on everything else. So we need stuff for, so we're good. Yeah. Okay, so that stuff I will try in the future to keep like off screen, I guess, so that that's not super interesting to watch, I'm sure. So